Hi everyone, I'm Margot, tarot reader. As always, prior to the recording, I call into the universe with our clients' personal information for they remain private at all time. As you can see, I am preparing for something special that I have for this client. It is a personal reading that we are doing today. We're asking the gods and the heavens to protect our energy as we enter into this spiritual life, into the spiritual realm. Give us the precise predictions for those that are seeking our help today. Let us be precise. Bless our energy in those that are coming forth. Bless our energy in those that are coming forth. By the boundless of the higher self. It is so the will of God, and so it shall be. Amen. For protecting our energy into the immersion of the heavens. Lord divine, you're prosperous. All right, I apologize for that. I had to put it on pause. So I have to move around and place it in the proper space so it can have the vibration of the steam and the energy for us to do this reading. Again, it just depends on the reading that we're doing for the client. That's how we have to prepare with ourselves as well. And when I say we, it is thyself and the higher energies. For this particular time, I was already ready to start the reading, but they called it out in that aspect. So we will see why the extra little in protection for it today. Okay, we have a number of things that we are going to check for this client. Let me remind you again, I am Margot, tarot reader. Thank you and welcome to Soluna Botanica, here to help you and serve you in any way that we can in your physical and spiritual enlightenment. It is a personal reading for a specific client. As always, clients remain private at all times. If and when we will use a zodiac sign, whether it is sun, moon, and or rising. And we prepare our energy prior to the recording. During the recording, if and when there are moments of silence, it is when I am in the transitions of the vibrations of the energy of the people in question, and or with the higher self, with their guides and or spirit, etc. If and when tone, voice, language, etc. changes, it is the transition that I am facing at that time. You never know what you will get in a reading, whether it's a general or personal reading. It is not I saying what I want to say. It is your energy, your life, your spirits communicating through me for you on your behalf. Predictions can or allowed to change. Certain predictions can and will not be changed. It is the path that you have to take in this physical life and or people in question. For it is destined to. Some that are allowed to shift and change, it is a certain degree of change, but the outcome may be less of. How can I give you an example of that? The example would be, do I want to go away this weekend? And then we have a certain predictions, and it's a minor shift and change of energy. The universe does not allow us to change a certain energy or prediction for the lessons that we have to learn in this life. Now, I normally don't give all these details on a personal reading and or recording video as detailed as today. So there may be someone there that's really troubled by it, by life experience or whatever may be. Or there has to be something in the reading itself that may come to be confusion, misunderstanding, etc. Either way, everything that happens when it comes to the physical enlightenment, the physical and spiritual path has its purpose. It always has its purpose, no matter how small or how big it is. Now let us get started, my dear. Love and light to you and to yours. Thank you to the heaven and earth. We're going to start with this one, for I feel that Right. Okay. So what I sense here with you, my dear, is that we are going to see a number of situations. So I would probably be moving a little bit fast with my tone of voice and or communication. I will do my very best, as always, as you know, but also I will do like mini readings right off the back for whatever it is that we have to look into. Okay, my client knows what I'm explaining. For those that are not understanding or following the rhythm of my readings, um, first start off. We already have an energy that come forth that's been quite anxious to have some type of communication. It's been steady on, steady on, steady on. I keep hearing this from this loved one of yours that is in the spiritual life, and I keep hearing steady on, steady on. So it's a little bothered by it, me myself. So I wonder if it also is in that environment also, because I keep hearing steady on, steady on, steady on. It's almost like someone pacing back and forth. How do I say this? How do I communicate this? Do I just go out and say it now? Normally, when an energy is in that phase, it's letting me know either they're excited, worried, or concerned of something that is forthcoming, or that they know that something is fixing to take place in someone's life and or their vibration, and they don't know how to pass it on. But they want to because they know that it's for the best interest of either themselves and or yours, or both of you. Now, also, having said that, I feel that there are certain things that have not come out in the way that they're supposed to, or truth has not been said in the way that they're supposed to. I wonder if it's his truth, his way of being, and or someone in the living. For some reason, I almost sense that it's probably someone in the living that he is concerned about. Maybe around your energy, around your space. Someone is not being honest and truthful with what's going on in your space of living, your sacrifice, your sacrificials of what you're doing. It's not paying to the dividend as it is. Now, I would say also it has to do with money, because he keeps giving me the chin chin. It has to do with financials. It is someone betraying you with finances. Have you invested some type of money with someone and they're not giving you your portion, or they're not paying you back what they owe you? Most likely you won't see it. um, um, Someone probably in your own house, in your own environment, under your roof, it's planning to do something that they haven't been honest with you about it. That they're holding it back. Maybe waiting for the right time. Maybe not to hurt your feelings. Maybe I'm going all in this energy because I feel that he is letting me know. Now, as you see, I pulled up all these cards, but I'm having this, like the minute I start feeling this, my back is very, very heavy. My back all of a sudden feels pressure, like I'm being pushed in my back in the middle of it. I'm feeling that tension, like overwhelmed out of nowhere, and I said, wait a minute, and it's right here. Like I feel like I being pulled to a burden. I'm being pulled to a load that I cannot handle, and I want to get rid of it, and I can't, or I don't know how. But I'm feeling like Jesus, like I am literally carrying a human being behind me. You know what I mean? And it feels very, very heavy as I speak it. And the more I say it, the more pressure I feel in my back. It's almost like they're pushing against me. Now, I'm gonna go all out. You know me. It could be him. It could be him. Literally, his energy pushing me and pushing me, saying it's time. Because I'm feeling pressured. I'm feeling like I'm being pushed and shoved. My back. And as I say that, I'm actually a little back away. Back away. Move to your space, please. Thank you. Whoever, whatever, back away. Move. stay in your space and let I be in my own. Amen. Lord Jesus Christ, angels be yours of the heavens. Thank you for protecting our energy and our space. Now, as you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna get things going in many ways, and trust me, it can get there. We can get there, but we'll find a way to be protective. Yes, thank you. In a safe space. Thank you. Apologize. I am constantly communicating back and forth here. I honestly have your loved one in one side, and I have someone else. I'm seeing two energies otherwise wanting to step in, and we want them to stay in their space. We do not grant your permission to come forth. Stay in your space. When your time comes, so be it. But at this time, I cannot be in your energy. Let us divide your energy. Let us divide your energy. Cut. Let us divide your energy. Cut. Let us divide your energy. By the highest power of the Lord Jesus Christ, we take in only divine energy, protective energy, white light energy. Thank you. Back. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Let us not enter temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Okay. So now we know where we had that start. It's almost like you're going to be getting some type of disappointments by someone that you care. I feel that it's a relative of yours. Quite a big stir in your living sector, I feel. Okay, maybe you think that something's going to take place, but it happens before, or it happens in the way that you do not expect it. But there's some type of disappointment of someone keeping something from you. Also, his warning is that there's possibly someone that is passing away, and if you think that you're getting something that it's theirs and supposed to go rightfully to you, possibly this person is downsizing the situation, moving things around, and being spiteful. And I would say keep an eye on that, because maybe what they're going to do is, let's say for example, change the will and change it to somebody else. Okay, probably to someone that you least expected. It's a warning. I feel that that he feels that there is something that is not conducive in your space, because he has tried to come forth into your energy. Now, we know that he has been into quite transition stages for quite some time. It has not been easy for this spirit to be in the energy that he has been. It has not been easy for his vibration to escalate to a higher level in the way that his passing went. It has not been easy with the struggles that he has been through in the spiritual life. Absolutely not. There has been a lot of shift and challenges in his journey, and he feels that, yes, he thought it would be actually a lot worse. He thought that he would be literally in hell. He thought and he thought and he thought. So he assumed and assumed and assumed. And it has not been in such darkness for him to an extent. Though he has been shown and seen some type of darkness in the other side. So does that frighten that energy? Yes, because it exists. It does exist, but it exists in the level that if we prolong it, if we invite it in, it comes forth and it stays. So by that I mean, is someone going to hell? When someone says you're going to hell, no, they're not going to go to hell because we say it, or because the priest say it, or because the pastor says it, whoever, whatever. That does not mean you will go to hell. You have to go through a process of some type of endurance in your vibration, in your spirit, to get where you need to get. Hell, it's a version of understanding in our physical life on earth that what can be like. Hell is a transition word for pain and suffering, as heaven is enlightenment, growth, love, and light vibration, right? But there are different stages of those, including in itself. And it feels at time in that endurance because of our sacrificial uh, sacrificial endurance that we have to be in and take in for whatever physical experience, karmic experience we've had in this physical life, or expectations of the past. And so it will depend on each individual. I feel that because I'm saying this, it tells me that he has gone through similar experiences as well. And it's an unfortunate because, like when you have a nightmare, it feels like that also, right? But in the physical life, it feels okay, we had a nightmare, but we continue to do in our physical life the damage to ourselves and to others. What happens is that what we collect is more so what we feel within ourselves, in our pain, in our grief. Do we feel that grief? Do we feel that sorrow? Do we feel that hate? Do we feel that whatever it is that you're creating in your thoughts, body, mind, soul, and spirit? It's what transcends to the experiences in the after we put our vessel to rest, our body to rest. I feel that it's a must-touch topic that we will be doing eventually. But it's important to understand in today's reading that this loved one of yours in the spiritual realm is letting me know that if they could take some things in the physical back, they would. Unfortunately, we always intend to say things like that. Even after an argument, we say, "I wish I could have been less aggressive with what I said, what I did." But it's what's done, it's done. You can't take it back, because either it was meant to surpass those experiences, and within those experiences, the things that you could have done less, or understand that you could have shift that experience to a less painful environment or interaction, right? Like, okay, you feel the heat, you feel the fight coming, back away for a little bit, let it calm down, and then if it comes back around, you will handle it different. Those type of things are almost like what we can consider predictions that are allowed to shift and change, right? I feel that he has been going back and forth with causes and effects that has been troubling his spirit for quite some time. And as we are purging, purifying our energy, our vibration, our spirit, we kind of touch bases on those things. And then we have a lift off, if you want to call it that, where we're able to, I don't know why, I just heard right now, Mario, and then the song moving up. I apologize. I do not know where that come from. I don't know if he like playing games. There's something collective to that for some reason. Anyways, I digress. Let me continue. And so it comes a moment where they have to, after all this experience, they move forward to the next stage of their given light, their vibration. I feel that he's explaining these things to me because we have not been heard from him for quite some time. Even though he tapped on me, as I told you earlier, um, that he came forth. Literally, I had a patient, and I mean, he wouldn't let me sit still. um, and so he's like, I really, really need to, I have things to say. And I think that this is what he's saying, that it lately it has not been easy, and lately there are things that he wish he could do, but he can't. And that's absolutely true. You could observe, listen, be around someone's a love energy, and watch, but not be able to act on something, because they have to go through certain experience of level of learning to how to be with their spirit. um, it's almost like a child when the child is learning to crawl, to move their heads. So in the spiritual realm, we're rebirthing again, we're learning to adjust to our soul and what that beautiful soul can manifest, can do, and it becomes very confusing for us when we're transcending from the body to the spirit fully, because and it's the same way when we come from the soul into the vessel. We are starting fresh, new. And so it's the same way in his position, in all of our positions, once we leave our vessel, our body. Um, for example, I will say, if he sees someone hurting you, if he sees someone saying something to you, you know, he probably does step in, but it's not being felt in such a way. Excuse me. In such a way. So let me come back to that. Um, so lately I've been, not lately, I apologize. Since we started this video, I keep feeling like I'm choking, like I'm having a hard time getting my words out. Um, I wonder if there's someone having like a stroke of some sort, or um, it feels like that to me, or someone is about to have something to that aspect. Because as you notice, I noticed two energies on the side of his that are very assertive with their energy, wanting to come forward. But um, it feels like a fresh energy as well. So I almost want to say that one of these predictions is probably based on someone that is going to go through a transitional phase in, as we speak, in the now. It can be even up to 2 years, up to 2 years, 2 months, 2 weeks. But I'm gonna go on the long haul and say to up to 2 years. I like to say the longest, because so people do not get steady stuck on the timing. Okay. But it feels fresh. There is a fresh transition of an energy that is moving forward to the other side. It may have to do with stroke, choked, rope, even shocked. It's giving me that type of vibe. And as soon as I said shot, it gave me a different vibration of someone else, a male figure also. I see a female and a male figure passing. Okay. The fact that he is wanting to say this, it must be very effective to you in your space, my dear. It must be. That is his concern, and he's worried. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna hold on to that one for later on. I appreciate it. As we move in later on, we will see. But I appreciate the fact that you took your time to let us know. Okay, so let me um hmm. Right. So I'm going to, when um when I have certain things that keep popping and coming forth, yeah. Okay, let's cut it. Thank you. Um, I feel like they wanted to repeat the message over, but in a different way. So it's almost being sneaky, okay? Like let's say when you go to a reader, and I've had it a number of times, they come and ask a specific question, but then they come back and wanted to turn it around into something different, but to get the same answer. You know what I mean? Um, and it's almost like that's how I see him putting it in a different word, different faces, but I still see the same. I I know where's it coming from, and I get it, I get it. But here's the thing, that I know that what he's telling me, it's important, but I also know that there are certain degree of energy that you can shift and change of destiny, and there's certain energies and degrees of things that you have to, by law of the spiritual realm and the creator, let it be and let it surpass, let it pass. um and so um so he's confused by that, he's confused by what I just said. And here's the thing, um I have had and I get a lot of people come and say, when is so and so going to pass? When am I going to pass? I mean, we can see it. I will see it. But there are times that I cannot let it be straightforward known. I can give you a certain degree of answer. I can give you an advice toward that answer. I could guide you toward that question. And it is not my own doing, it is the higher self, your guide, your spirit, showing me the way to do things. You understand? And you, my client, know this very well. You've been my client for so long, and I love you for it. I love your energy, I love your spirit, I love your soul. You're compassionate, your understanding, your strength in the ability to be giving, to love still above all. It is amazing. And I see that. That's the beauty of my work. And that is one of the reasons why I love what I do, because you don't have to lie to me. You can, but I will know. I will see it. I will know. I will see you coming from a mile away, and trust me, I do. But it's the beauty of feeling that love, or whatever it is that's happening to people. Walking through, even through TV, etc., you get to feel such vibration, whether it's good or bad, but you also get to see behind the lines of their grief and pain, or their love. Um, and when it comes to you, you get to see that bravery in you, that you're still holding on for your dear life almost, because of those that you feel that need you here in this life. And that is absolutely right. They do need you. You need you to continue moving forward in life, because there's so much that you're missing out on, and that it wouldn't be fair on your loved one on the other side to say, oh, it's not worth it. It is. And I'm not saying he's saying that, absolutely not. But what I want to get to the point is that he's letting me know that he understands what you're going through in life, and that he knows that eventually, love can come your way, and it's allowed to, not just because he's saying to, but because it is something that you have to go through. And the more we do in this life, the less of this pain we will have in another life if we close those chapters in the now. um he doesn't want you to feel confused with your decisions in life. He doesn't want you to feel that you have to struggle to pretend to be what wants you to be. If you feel that you want to show grief and pain, so be it. What's important, I keep talking about that, and I will do a judgment video in reference to this. You don't We need to stop worrying about who says what, who thinks what. People are always going to judge no matter what. They're already judging you as we speak, good or bad. So who gives two shits about it? You know what I mean? And I apologize. No, I don't. You need to be you. Whatever fulfills you, whatever makes you happy. That's the important things. Right now I got like a ache in my heart, like a pinch in my heart, and I feel that this is you wanting to shed out everything that you've been holding, pretending to be, and you're tired. You get in there, get out, get in there, get out. Every day is like a persona, of a different you. And you're feeling like, how long can I keep this up? Well, this week, April the 20th, will be very uh, hectic for humanity, for the earth itself, unexpected things. Let's hope that the rage of Mars into Aries and Saturn and Mercury, etc., will bring a positive communication and positive, outstanding outcome for many of us. At least that's my hope. But it can be in the opposite, where people become more volatile, more aggressive. It's in the week of April the 20th, but some people already have perceived that energy in the last week, and will continue after the week of April the 20th. We have certain planets that are closing out chapters from houses into another house, like Uranus, for example. So that in itself, it's an energy that you need to hold on to the boat, because it's about to rock the shit out of us. And it can be in a positive way or a negative way. But even if it's a negative way, it's supposed to be for our highest good. I hate to say it, but that is the truth. And we need to learn to adjust to what's ahead. In other words, prepare ourselves, but say, you know what, I'm ready. Bring it on. Because that means that we are willing to accept what's ahead. And that will be less painful for us at the end. And we eventually get to see the good in that. If we're stuck in a relationship that doesn't serve us, and we're still waiting, turning the left shit, right cheek to get hit, whatever, and we're still hoping, and nothing comes along, Uranus comes and says, you need to get the F out. No, there is no love, no respect, etc. But 7-8 years, nothing has done. Then Uranus comes aboard, and guess what? It takes it in the worst way possible. It feels in the worst way possible, and it's a little taste of a sourness for a few days, weeks, even probably a few months. But after that, when you learn to accept the outcome, you'll feel like, that storm, those clouds are coming off clean and vibrant, and they will clear off and come forth, bring what's better and destined for you. So what I'm trying to say is, and I know that this is not you, it's an example that I gave. What I'm trying to say with that example is that if you just said, I give it to you, my Lord, I give it to you, my Creator, my Spirit, my love, and let it handle it and give me what I deserve in the best way possible. you have opened those channels, you have opened those arms physically and spiritually to let it be handled by the higher self. And it means that they are knowing that you're ready for that next thing. Okay. um and what happens with that is that as soon as we let go of what doesn't serve us, whatever it is, people, places, or things, out of nowhere we get better things, better environment, work, health, everything feels different, feels better. um your loved one is telling me, shit, I wish I would have done that. I tried. He says, I tried. I tried. Shit, but you won't let me go. I apologize. Now, please understand, for those that are taking the time to watch this video, it is not my client that he's referring to. Let me make that clear. Um, uh, he, I love that he still has his spark, his light, his love, and I can see his big smile and dimple. I see dimple. um and now he's blushing, but I can see him blushing, trust me. um so he wants me to, I'm gonna say, he literally points out what he wants me to say. You know, if I can show, if I can get his message across, he'll make his way. I love that about him. um I feel like I need to pour out. I feel like I'm filling a bowl out of tears. Um, and I'm going to say that this feels positive for me, because in the way that I sense, it's almost like there's a bowl in, and I said, yes, my tears, filling the bowl out of tears, but it feels like blessings in that bowl. I don't know how to explain it in the way that I feel. Maybe you will have some type of dream in reference to today's reading, and you'll put everything like a puzzle together. It feels positive, okay? That's what I want to say with that. What he wants, and he pointed out, what he wants me to let you know is that stop doubting, and not his love or his destiny or yours, but stop doubting yourself. Stop fighting. There's so much love in you, and so true and so genuine, that there's enough to go around. He said, look at that, because my girl has it going on. She is all over the place. You know, he knows you, and that bond in itself will not break, no matter what you do in this life. Okay, he will always be ready and willing, is what he's saying. No matter what transitions you do in this life, what transitions he may go through, that is still firm between you two. That bond that was made has hold you, both of you, till eternity. Amazing. Absolutely beautiful. Now, what I would say with this is, you know, I use my cards 1,000 times a week, but every time it's a beautiful experience for me, because they can speak thousands of things in just one look. And he has made that possible each time with you. And he says right now, well, I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, I'm always going to be standing right there. He says, I'm not going anywhere. He looks forward to holding your hand. I feel that he's been trying to do something like that. Synchronicity is important, because when they learn to manage their vibration, their spirits can do all kinds of things. Okay, so synchronicity is very important, because they find ways to show us their affection, their love, and that they're letting us know that they're with us. And sometimes it will vibrate in the way that they were in the living, you know. but they will do other things when they start to learn magic, like he says it. Oh my God, I think I'm learning to do magic. But it's his way of expressing that, eh, it's almost like when you're standing, because I see him here standing, and you have a gown, and the gown is like full of potions and love and magic, but it's the energy, the soul, the spirit. He's trying to give you a vision of what's like to be in that vibration, in that light. Like literally, he's glowing and letting me know, like, I didn't think I could glow this way. I didn't think I got it in me. Uh, you know, he's like, what else can I do? He is excited about learning him now. It's the oddest thing, the most beautiful thing, but we have that anyways, each and every time that we come out of a vessel, whatever vessel we choose in life, and we have that opportunity to find and purge and pour out anything that doesn't serve us and start new, or change and shift and glow as amazingly as our Jesus, our Lord, can. Not to that extent, absolutely not, never. No, but we have a degree of beauty that we can get into and vibrate it. Trust me. There are angels, and angels, certain angels have been in a vessel before they are who they are now. Okay. I heard somebody say, can I become that? I want that. I don't know. It depends on your energy, your vibration in the physical life. And then also it depends on the spirit. The spirit has I don't want to say tag. It sounds awful. Um, a dorm into us. You know what I mean? They are vibrations that come into this earth, take on a vessel, and they're only here temporarily, just as Jesus was. So it just depends on certain energies and entities. So yes, I've experienced it in a one or two or three through the whole time I've been doing this. I can tell certain energies that are here to grasp and take on sorrows, and that you can see physically in their pain, and wonder in the way that they wonder. But it's almost like a sponge, it's something that amazingly miraculous journey that they choose. And I wonder, when I see everything that I see, feel things I feel, sometimes I say, is it worth it? Because there's so much hate within family, within relatives, friends, and it's only getting worse. And to have beautiful souls come in here on earth to want to clean out, help out, to make us feel, or learn to love better, get along better, prepare us for the next stages, and yet we're only getting worse. Is it worth it for those beautiful people to be sacrificing in the way that they're sacrificing? Is it worth it for them to have this journey? And then it comes back, was Jesus worth it? To do the things he went through in such horrific ways. And there's so much evil still, probably worse. Anyways, I digress. I'm sorry. I apologize. I know. Now, let us go. I want to say, yes, one, and then we can go on with the other one. Because if not, we can stay here all day, huh? I know. Okay, let us see. In a while, and I was expecting this one to come out when I said it. Okay. I kept seeing this. as I was explaining, my cup is overflowing with tears, but it's a joy of blessings. Okay, so for sure you will have blessings as of this year into the next 2 years as well. You're gonna have blessings of unexpected wealth or good fortune. You're gonna have probably your family growing more, unexpected shift and change in your circumstances as well. Love can appear to you if you want it. Now, what I'm saying with this is his messages letting you know that there will be a lot of good things coming your way, okay? That he is already celebrating some joys in your life, and that he will always be observing things that are happening in your life. And when you do call out his name, funny thing that when I said that, my tongue twisted and an accent came forth, and it's still there for some reason. I don't know if he had an accent. I want I don't know. There's like a New Yorker accent that's coming out of my mouth as as we speak right now. I'm not sure if it's his or somebody else coming forth here. Okay. Now, also what he's saying is that um, he feels that you need to finish something that you started. It may be within you, your personal life, or your love life. What he is letting you know is, again, he's aware of the things that you're doing, and he wants you to see the things that you need to see for yourself. Stop doubting yourself is one of the things that he wants you to do. So he most likely hears you when you're having doubts or you're questioning yourself, am I doing the right thing? And so he's acknowledging that the way that you are right now. And again, that tells me that he is very much so present in your environment, in your space. A lot of the times we don't sense it because we're just in our own space of energy, and in our sensibility, our vibration is not, it's not in the way that we need it to be in their energy or to sense it when they're around. But they are. Based on this, he's letting you know quite clear that he is. Now, also I will say this. Someone is keeping an eye on you, okay? Someone is watching over the things you do. Maybe through your work, it may be because of a love relationship, and it also speaks of family. So could there be multiple people paying attention to what you do with your life? Okay? It's what he's letting you know. Someone is going to be sent to you. Or, how do I put this? Okay, I'm gonna have to show you because again, he always lets me know. Point. My heart just had a, like when a child constantly cries and all of a sudden he goes, with his breath. I felt like my heart just did that, and I felt a sign of relief. If he could be your guardian angel, he would love to be there by your side. It will take a lot of challenges for him to ever be something in that energy. I can tell you that. And if he were to be, then he will not be your love compartment energy in later on in life, if that were to be the case. It would take a lot of difficult things that he would have to go through in order to be that type of guide. And I would say he needs to go through other challenges and other life with you in order to become that, if he would want to be that later on. He says, shoo. He says, shoo, how many lives do I have to live? But he has the ability to do that later on in about 2,000 years. Okay, in about 2,000 years, he has the ability to be almost almost like a saint, I want to say. Trust me with this. Crack at it, laugh at it. He is. Um, but I'm telling you that he has the ability to become that in about 2,000 years, because with all those transitions, as I'm letting you know now, there will be a coming back together with you, multiple lives, including, and then there will be a transition. If, and I'm saying this, if he ever wants to be in that norm of light, he can. And he has a high potential to vibrate this. Uh, I bet you know you're gonna have that. He's letting me know, like, no, no. Can I get there? How did I? Oh my God, I am so sorry. I apologize. Here's the thing. I love when I see futuristic things, because I can see where that soul can lead to. The potential of that soul, it's magnificent. Your boo has beautiful things ahead after all the struggles that he has been through and suffered through, and will go through in a little bit as well. It is what it is. But what I want to say with this is that, and there is a rebirth of a sign that is coming to you. Okay, I'm going to show you. There's a rebirth of a beautiful thing that is coming out for you here. And it's divine timing, divine gift from the ethers. Okay, now possibly there's a child that is going to come in, and it's from a loved one of yours that is passed on. Possibly there's a love that's coming in that is destined to be with you. Possibly there's a growth of abundance coming from the ethers to you. Unexpected abundance from someone that is deceased, passed on, or will. There's so much beautiful things that I see here that can be, okay? And as you know, when I predict, when I read for clients, most likely is more than one thing that is going to be coming to your hands, to your blessings, okay? And I absolutely love this for you, my dear. I do. Okay. I want to say thank you. Okay. Yes. So your loved one is saying, before we let him know that we will be talking to him later, it wants me to let you know that he likes that thing. Only you will know what he's saying based on what I saying. He likes that thing. Okay? I like that thing, babe, he says. So I don't know if recently you did something, said something, and so he likes it. I don't know if you're thinking of doing something and then he's calling it a thing, or you are calling, babe, that thing that we used to or did. Either way, you will reflect on what I'm saying. He's saying that he likes that thing. I hate to say it. I'm gonna get in here a little bit personal. No. I do not hate to say it, because you know me. I like gossip. Even when it comes from the spiritual world, more than ever, I like it. But I keep seeing a thong. What is that about? You will let me know. I'll use something else. Thank you. Thank you for being here with us. He will be moving to a different vibration. I can tell you that now. And he says, here we go. Here we go. He's going to be moving to a different vibration. I will say after his anniversary in May, okay? Whichever comes first, if it's his birthday and or anniversary of his passing. There's a different shift of vibration that he's been going through. Let's say it, let's call it in the physical life, schooling. Learning to adjust to higher movements. You know what? See it as Harry Potter. The movie when you go to magic school and they're teaching you how to use the wand. Well, the spirit has to go to some type of vibration adjustment of their energy. Okay, and so if that kind of helps you, then go right ahead. I don't even know why I'm using all of this today in today's reading. But I want to say thank you. May love and light guard you, and I appreciate you. We send you love and light to you, to your vibration, to your energy, to your beautiful spirit. Thank you. Let's get into it in the physical life. Let's see. Right off the bat, I am going to see this. I'm going to see first the elder. Okay, the elder situation. Let us see the elder situation. I don't know. It feels like I've been shuffling these cards forever for some reason. Okay, so I will say this with the elder Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and the Scorpio. We have some situation happening here. I think that yes, he's not feeling well with health completely. We see that, but also at the same time, he's also not being honest with, I think, every woman in the circle that he's in. I wonder if his spouse is onto him with the things that he's been doing. And so he's going to be in some type of trouble based on that. We also see that, again, his health is not all there. So there will be something happening within that sometime this year, as of now. What we see here is that there's a dispute and situation happening with the female Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising in your space of energy. It feels like a mother figure. Again, these are the elders that we're looking at now in the moment. And it does have to do with financials and or legal issues pending with that female of yours, okay? There may be some quarrels, some fights in reference to that. Maybe here's something that we predicted earlier in the spreads, okay? With the Scorpion, with the Scorpion, I wonder if he has picked up still the conversation with the other woman, because we see here he's not being honest and truthful with the things that he's doing on his own personal life. He's saying what needs to be said for everybody to make everybody happy. So I definitely will keep an eye on that. But I will say that, you know, observe, listen to what people are saying in the home environment, who's saying what, who's talking to who, because it's very important. I think that through that on the vine, you're going to hear something that is going to be quite shocking, or this elderly female will, through that, she'll find out something that is going to be quite shocking, and she's going to be very disappointed. I feel that she's willing to do anything to be in the good side with this male Scorpio. I feel that she's willing to do anything that he would to say, as long as she can get him back. That concerns me, because it tells me that, you know, she could run over the bus over you to make this person happy or keep him in her space. I will watch over that as well. Okay. Let's see. And again, since we have so much capture in this reading, you know, I'm trying to get as much as I can for you, but of course, you know, we could do individual readings as well for whoever. Now, let's see, angels and the universe of the heavens. Let us see what's going on here. Or let's see the Taurus, ex-Taurus. What's going on here? What are we looking at this? Let's see. What's going on here? Or that ex. He's very happy. He feels proud of what just happened right now, what took place. He feels love and joy. Now, I wonder, when this person showed up later, I almost sense that this woman likes to make an entrance in everything, when it has to do with your family. There's going to be a shift in their relationship. I'm surprised they're still together. I have to say, I'm surprised they're still together. I'm surprised that they're not divorced yet. I really am. I really am. I'm surprised that they're not divorced yet. I feel that you're thinking of her, she's thinking of you. There's been always a doubt in their marriage, a doubt whether he 100% loves her, and does he have any residue towards you. She feels deep down that there is something there between you and him. She senses, she feels it, and of course, someone has told her. What I see here is that I feel that more so in 2026 as of now. If they have not been separated, we see some type of separation happening, probably within the home. And again, it tells me, so that means that they have been through this before. If something goes haywire in this week coming, it means that there's a high possibility that they will separate. Okay. I feel that she was interested in somebody else. We see here. He was also doubting that she could possibly be with somebody else also, or cheating on her, or wanting to be with someone. Maybe an ex of hers. There's some kind of notion of someone that she's been with, and it's in their circle. There's some kind of jealousy, accusations of each other. Her accusing him accusing her. So there's been a lot of struggles in this relationship, and I am just absolutely surprised that they're still together. There's If you ever find out that they are separated, well, he's proud of the children that he has with you. Now, who would be this water sign? Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Rising, male. Because something tells me that it's not sitting right here. Could it be his son? Is it possible that something's gonna take place between them two? It doesn't sit right, the energy, okay? I just have to say that for now. I don't, it's something it's not fitting. Sorry about that. Apologize. Now, I will say there's going to be a shocking surprise that is coming aboard in reference to this situation between the Taurus and his relationship. But also, there's a twist to this because there's a relative that's included in this. It could be his son. It could be I don't know if he has a brother, or someone that he considers a close friend of some sort. It gives me an argument, disputes, troubles, unexpected surprise, unexpected. I would hope that, I don't know what your son does, because it shows a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Rising, and it feels younger energy. So I would definitely say, I don't know what that son does for a living, because I'm seeing either car accident, there's an accident that is coming aboard with what he does for living and or in a driving position of some sort. Okay. I hate to say it. The other thing is that based on the Taurus situation, if uh, you can restart that, what you know what I mean. um if as soon as you find out any updates in reference to their personal life, if they're not in the up and up, it is the time to restart it because it can kick in. I would have loved it if you would have had more conversation with him at that situation. I would have loved it that you would have been a little bit more bold and said, you know what, you look fine, you look whatever it is, and imagine what could have been if we would have still been together, kind of shit like that. I apologize. I didn't mean go in an aggressive way that way, but I would have loved it if you would have taken hands um, on the situation, because it would have been a lot more telling and more emphasizing his energy, because I feel that he still likes you, he still cares for you, but he just has a line that he wants to draw. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to go all out if it's not all in. Um, he doesn't want to say something that is not what it is, or he doesn't want to be confused with what he thinks he feels that you may feel that want or need, and then ruin whatever it is that you had. Um, and so, do you understand what I'm saying? And I feel that if he had a certain way of seeing that in a different way, then yes, I'm in. If he had a way that in a hope of some sort between you two, then probably if that would have been the case, he would have already been done with this relationship, with this marriage, for sure. I can tell you that. But he doesn't want to cross those boundaries without having a certainty of, is what I see here. Okay. And it doesn't hurt to even try anyways, because if he doesn't see it now, then he's not going to see it. Especially that the planets are forward in April. It is the time to speak the truth. Dude, I still care. Dude, I want to. Dude, I want to hit it. You know what I mean. Okay. Thank you, angels of the universe and of the heavens. I don't mean it that way, but I probably would have one or two drinks, a glass of wine, and then I would say, hell yeah. But anyways, now let me see. Young Taurus. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm doing like a quick, mini readings for you. Okay, with the young Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Someone Rising, you know who. I still feel that there is a concern with their relationship. They look happy. He is hoping to, or they will find some type of way to ask for some type of financial situations, okay? Through the person that he's married to, this Taurus. Now, I wonder where the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Someone Rising young lady is in her life right now, because if she is like going to school or something like that, or attending some type of classes, or going to a like workout quite a bit, doing something on her own, it tells me that through that, she is meeting someone that possibly, that friendship can lead to something if she were to want it, though. She's beautiful and everything, and I think that guys everywhere she goes, they look at her. There is a potential of someone that can possibly be interested in her. What would happen with that is that the person that she's married to can spot that on the dot, and they will use that against her to keep her again shut down. Like, pick an excuse. Oh, you can't do this anymore because the kids need you. You're neglecting this and da da da. And therefore, she leaves what she does to stay home. And again, because he already sensing that someone can easily take that partner away from him. Unfortunately, that's what I'm seeing here. There's also the situation of that whatever this Taurus is doing for himself, um, he's not working in the best ability that he needs to do for his family. But through his work environment, it's almost like he's going to meet someone there. Um, he's going to meet someone there, and I think that he's going to keep this on a download for quite some time, and possibly even like, you know I'm here with you and I'm here with you kind of thing. Be more open to life, be more open to certain experiences, and he will be doing these kind of things. Why? Because it's a the beliefs that he's getting into, or shifting and changing on his beliefs as well. So he's going to do something that makes him fit in his lifestyle. um what I also feel is that it's a mother figure on his side more than anything, that tells me that she mm, now, why would she be concerned with their living situation? Is it possible that his mother thinks that he's working like a dog, and she may not be doing enough for the relationship? Some His parents are not in their best means in their own relationship, but I think it's spilling into him as well. Whatever's going on in his personal situation in his family are also coming into play in his life. So, let's say for example, if his parents are arguing, fighting, whatever, then the mother comes in and visit them at the home, and she starts nitpicking that wife of his. You know, that's how I'm seeing. There's a conflict going on there, and it's almost like three against one kind of energy here. It's what I see here. There has been thoughts of separation from the couple, but they always hold back because of the children. There's a possibility that something legal will take place in their family because of their children. I don't know how that's going to play out, but they will blame the female, okay? Which I don't think is fair, but that's what I'm seeing. The female, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, is having a little breakdown in her thoughts. I don't know what's going on with her mind and the way that she's feeling. I think that she constantly think that she is walking on eggshells in this relationship, and therefore she's trying to do the best that she can in the perfect way that he wants it to be. And it's gonna take her a toll in some time, if not soon. Okay. But she has hopes, this young lady also. She wants a house. She wants beautiful things. And I think that they're looking into asking for their inheritance based on what he desires, okay? Now let me see you. Beautiful client of mine. Oh, look at that. Right on. Let's see what's coming to you, my child. thank you for the universe into the heavens. Lord Jesus Christ, thank you for the universe into the heavens. What's going on? Let us walk. We need to see. Okay. Well, when it comes to you, I'm going to say this, that there is a high potential that you'll be meeting someone, and it keeps saying this. I don't understand why is it not in the face, in your energy already as we speak. I think that because everything is evolve around you has to do with your family. They take the space of your energy. But if you were to go out, be seen and be heard, trust me, there will be a beautiful relationship taking place in here for you. Now, there is a notion of reconsidering something with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. It's very telling here. There has to be a conversation that needs to take place between you two and kind of know where he is straightforward and then see. Okay. What it tells me here, that there is a relationship and marriage that is going to be sacrificial in your environment. Someone that you know of will be divorcing in the near future. If a marriage has taken place, it will be a short marriage. Why? Because deceptive energy, deceptive betrayals of some sort, thinking that I was going to get this and I didn't get that in the marriage, or betrayed in the marriage. It's there's a marriage that is short-lived, and or you will hear about a marriage that is going off the rail. Okay. In your environment, maybe it could be one of your relatives for sure. The other thing I want to say here is that there is a new status coming in place. There's supposed to be some type of wealth coming in to you from other means, either lotto gains, inherited money of some sort from a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Horizon. It's supposed to come your way. I would certainly advise to keep an eye on those things that are still in the same way. If not, God forbid, shift and change in some levels. But there are certain wealth that is coming to you in another way. Also, someone, when they're not in their right mind, or when they are frustrated with life, etc., they're thinking that they want to change something, and it feels to me is that they either want to change their will and or sell a home. So again, these things are coming into play. The other thing is that if the Taurus ex of yours would have some type of dismay out of his relationship, then most likely, highly likely, he would want to consider if possibly working out with you again. Okay. And I feel that he feels that you're still a family, and he feels that there's a change in him and there's a change in you, that now that you're both mature, because I keep hearing we are both mature now, and now we know what's worth it. Okay. So I would definitely feel that if they were not together, he will absolutely be with you. based on what I see here. There's a new coming back, a new renewal of some sort. And I think that you have had the chances, but you haven't taken those chances for whatever reasons, okay? But if there's any chance that you have in April, go for it. Go for it. I think that if you see him in the way that he talks to you or whatever, that is the time for you to say something. And if it doesn't come out in the aspect that you want, it's okay, because what happened was that is you're giving him the clue and you're giving him the way in if he were to want to come back. You know, for a very long time he's been sitting on something that he's afraid to even touch as well. So even though he's considerate, he thinks that maybe it's not the case, that you probably wouldn't even consider it or take him based on everything that happened. So if he were to know that the doors are open to reconsideration, then obviously, you know, he has a way to do so. And there's a lot that is going to change in these people's life anyways, in his life. And with Uranus leaving, shifting at the end of April into May, we have a lot of chaotic energy that is going to take place. Things that are been holding are going to come out to the light. Things that have been hidden are going to come out to the light, and it may be for good or it may be for bad. But at the end of the day, it's for everybody's interest. In your work environment, I don't see any hectic energy that I would say, you know, that concerns me. I feel that there are people there. Maybe there's going to be a client, a patient, client, whatever it is, customer, whatever you do, that comes in, and I don't know where he sparks an attraction toward you. Okay, in the least moment in time and place that he's able to meet someone. That's how I see it. Now, I don't feel that he is married. I feel that he does have a number of grown children, and so that's something that you would have to, you know, if you were to meet this person, something that you would have to consider that he has a lot of children. I feel 2, probably 4 children, but one of them is a lot closer to him, and she wouldn't give in because she thinks that she's the one that will be in gaining his inherit, and then you come into the picture, it's going to be difficult. If this man comes into your life, that's what I see. Okay, so he's a family man. I don't see him married, but he's a family man. What else can I say with this? I think that overall, my child, you have had a beautiful reading today, and we have a lot of understanding for certain things that are happening in your life, and I like that. Also, you know, Cancer has been in the first house, if I'm not mistaken. And so if you feel that you have not had something positive come in during the whole year, you know, if even a few months before the whole year came in, and will be still in the first house till the end of June for you, but it should reward you sometime in 2026. The good thing about this is that it's going to go into your second house. Whether you have not seen gains, you shall receive those gains during those timings. When it goes into the second house, there's no doubt that it will manufacture wealth. It just depends on each individual, but it will give you some type of wealth. It will have a ins and out, raises, bonus, you name it, shift in your environment, shift in the way that you see the world, in the way that you nurture yourself, including, and it will give you the wealth of family ancestry, and also from family ancestry wealth of material gains, money and or properties. Okay, keep that in mind. It is in your energy, and probably if you have another child with the Cancer, but it generates through everybody's chart in some type of level and degree. Based on you is what I'm predicting, what I just said. I love that about you. I wish you love and light, and we will be talking, my child, soon. I want you to take only the best and claim the best. Be patient in this week of April the 20th or for the rest of April. Patient with your energy. If you see confrontations coming, take a deep breath, walk away, come back when it needs to be, and be reasonable with what the outcomes can and show and will show up for you and for your loved ones. Um, at the same time, I will say thank you to your loved one in the spiritual realm because he's been sitting here the whole time, believe it or not, and I haven't said anything. He's been sitting here the whole time, being obedient and just like at awe watching me. He actually did ask if he could just continue the energy and stay. I feel that he feels that he is close in some type of level and degree from me to you from me to him. And so we appreciate that. And we send you love and light. And we wish you, as always, always the best moving forward into your energy, into your vibration. And may God, may the universe, may the angels of the heaven and earth be by your side to heal you in every way possible. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And as well for you, my child. Love and light.